Hello, hello, hello. It is Jez here from Nigezza Creates, and I'm here to show you the things that I made and things that I got, and just talk about the Rach umbrella craft retreat that I went on at the weekend. Now, it's the weekend to me. I'm filming this on Tuesday, but I'm not sure when this video is going to go up, so it might not be the last weekend when it finally goes up. So yeah, we had a fabulous time down in Wales, and yeah, so we did a little bit of crafting, bought something from the shop, got a gift, gave a gift, and this is, I gave several gifts, and this was my swap, which I'll show you in a minute. So where should we start? Let's start at things that I got. So we had somebody at the retreat all the way from the USA. So that was really exciting, and sort of astonishing that somebody came that way. Anyway, she messaged into the group to say, is there anything that we'd like that we maybe can't get over here? And we all went manila folders. So bless her, she bought over some manila folders. So we all sort of nabbed a few each, which is just fabulous. So I'll be working with those at some point. And she was really lovely, Ali, and she was crafting, and she had some straw paper. If you've ever watched Roxy Creations, she works with straw paper. And I went, oh, I'm really interested to see what it's like. Well, it's a little bit like sugar paper, I have to say, but it's this colour, so it's the colour of straw, really, whereas sugar paper, I've got blues, greens, pinks, yeah, so it's nice to have some of this. So she was really generous to let me have a few sheets of that. And then somebody else that I was passing, and she was using this stuff. I said, oh, that looks interesting. And it's sticky back brown paper. And I went, oh, that's really cool. So so she was very lovely and gave me a few sheets of that. And my roomie, Brenda, we're doing a project, a challenge over on Chunk Journaling for Everyone, of a slow stitch journal, and I'm really struggling. I'm struggling to motivate because I don't enjoy. And she showed me. I said I might, I've made mine quite small, not as small as this, and she gave me this. This was a little slow stitch pin holder that or a needle thing, and I said, oh, that's lovely. And so yeah, I mean, how beautiful is that? So that's given me a little bit of inspiration as well, so I might actually get on and make a bit of my slow stitch journal. Now I've seen that and got some other ideas. I bought some lace. Bella put together a lovely shop with lots and lots of wonderful things, and she is excellent at slow stitching. She makes some beautiful things, and yeah, had this lace. So I haven't took it out of the packet yet. It does look nice. We had a special price for the retreat, so yeah, and I just loved these because I thought, well, I can use these straight away without having to dye them. So nice. I think there's about a metre of each, so that was really nice. And I quite fancy putting them like in the front of a journal for a pocket or a belly band. So I'll get a few of those out of that. Love this. Just so pretty. And then this is a little bit thinner. So this is quite good for maybe going down the edge of a page. Or I was thinking the edge of a spine. That would go around a nice spine, actually, thinking about it, if it was a thinner book. So yeah, they will go in my lace collection because, like, I really haven't got enough, have I? What am I like? And then we did a little secret Santa sort of swap. And this is what I got in my Secret Santa. Oh, that wasn't in my Secret Santa. That was just some more things that Brenda gave me that I could put in my slow stitch. So we had some chocolate bits. Oh, she gave me that as well. So I had some chocolate bits. So I'll probably pass these on to James. Oh, actually, I might eat one. I don't think they're going to last till Christmas. And this was in it. How absolutely cute is that? It's just lovely. And this was from Bella, because although it was Secret Santa, we did then find out. And I said that I did a little needle felt course a couple of years ago, and we made 3 little Christmas decorations. So I said this was just so lovely. It will go with the ones I've made. So cute. I loved it. And then this is the handmade thing. Oh, there was some. She gave me some little washi stickers, which is great because I've often looked at washi stickers, never bought any. So now I've got some. But then this is the handmade thing. How lovely is that? And I do believe this is the Tim Holtz paper that I wanted to buy, but stopped myself buying on account of the fact that I had 2 Tim Holtz pads that I'd not yet even cut into. So it was like, you can't buy another one until you've used that. So it flips. It's a flippy floppy thing. I just love it. Lots and lots of lovely pockets. So there's some vellum. I presume that's Tim Holtz vellum, because he does make vellum as well. So it's lovely. And my Secret Santa gift was also a Tim Holtz flippy floppy thing. So yeah, I do like them. So this is just lovely. So I think I might be casing this, doing it, having a go myself. Not quite sure which way round it's supposed to flippy flappy, because I flipped and flapped it and then I couldn't remember which way to put it back, but I don't think it really matters. But you know, I just love it. I love these vellum pockets. So I do print on vellum, so I might do a bit of that. And then that's just decorated. Another one there. Little tag opens up like that. Fabulous. And then there was one at the front. I can't remember if I've done this one at the front. So yeah, loved it. Is there one at the back? Oh yeah, there's a big pocket at the back as well, Jess. Oh, oodles of pockets. So that's just lovely. Really, really lovely. And a nice bit of crocheted lace to tie it up. And I say, it was really, really spooky to get a Tim Holtz flippy flappy thing when I'd made a Tim Holtz flippy flappy thing as well as my swap. So I have got a video coming out. It may have already been out, I don't remember. So I made one as a sort of a prototype, as a trial, and then made one for the video. So the one I made for the video is the one that I gave away, and this was the original one that I made. So, and it was all made one sheet of 12 by 12 for the base, and then another sheet of 12 by 12, the ones with these 3 by 4 sections in, that I've done for the journaling card. And I've added some Tim Holtz stamping, some Tracy labels and Artie May's labels to decorate, and a few Stampin' Up stamps as well in there. So despite it being little, you've got lots and lots of space, and I figured you could journal on the back of them, or if not, put some coffee tea dyed paper and put it on. So this is a little belly band, little journaling there, and you can add other little bits in these pockets as well. You can maybe use it as a little travel journal and add little bits. I like all my journaling to be hidden because my writing is not very good. It's not very attractive. It doesn't look nice, and I like to hide it away. And in here we have a wee pocket. I didn't actually intend to do a little flip through of this particularly because I have made a video of it, but I just thought it was really funny that I made a Tim Holtz flippy flappy thing and my swap was a Tim Holtz flippy flappy thing, and then there's one more flippy flappy, and we've got a little notebook there and a little scrappy notebook here, and this is actually removable, that one. It just tucks down, and then the last two pockets up there. Some of these are a little bit of a tight squeeze, and then your last one there. So that was the swap I made, but I made another one that I actually swapped with. This was my prototype. So that was the swapping. So I'm just going to make room. So we also, I might leave the chocolate there because I might eat it. We also got, as we were leaving, Rach gave us a bag, and this was, she was going to print on this, but she had printing issues with the things that she bought to print on, so they never got printed. So I've got a nice bag here. It's a really good quality bag that I could do something on. Oh, something else in the bottom of that bag. So so she said, you know, do something with it and see what you come up with. So I might do I might have a little attempt. So got some more goodies. Thanks for that. Lovely. Oh, look, we could do a taste test between Milky Bar and Asda's Whirly Bar, which I presume pretty much the same as a Milky Bar. So a Milky Way, not a Milky Bar. So we're just a few things in there. Quite like that. I think that'll be brilliant to make cards for my sisters. I've got two sisters, so that's quite cool. If only we were still that thin. Yeah, and Bezzy mates and that, so I quite like that. Some paper there, so I could mix that with the Bee Summered Inspired. I love this. Now this I was very excited about. I just had a little flick. I haven't sort of opened it. Where's my little knife? Let's just slit that. So this is a vellum pad, and it's all Christmassy stuff. So I think these will look fabulous. I've got ideas about how I'm going to do some Christmas projects, and having these is just great. So I do have ideas, so all I can say is watch this space for me using these. So, oh, and she gave us a Christmas card, so I'm going to pop that up there, open that near Christmas. I haven't had my birthday yet. It's my birthday on Monday, so I don't want to be opening Christmas cards just there. So I've got some nice roses. They're white. What I love about white ribbon is you can colour it, and I've got my Tim Holtz Distress Oxide Spray, so they'll colour really nicely. I've got these are great. These are from the Works, and I bought them last Christmas, and they're absolutely brilliant for Christmas projects. So, and I did actually look at some myself earlier, not long ago actually. So here we have some retro label stickers, so that's fabulous, great for adding to projects. So yeah, I was well chuffed with that little lot. Chucking that back in the bag for now. So yeah, got all that, and I did some crafting. So we had a bit of a workshop with the lovely Steph from Hilltop View Crafts, and we made a zine, but we did some mixed media on paper that we could make the zine from. So that was the sheet I used, but I also made this and this. So we were talking about colour and how it mixed and different ways of applying. So this has just been rollered, but I put the paint on an acetate sheet first, like you would, say, a jelly plate, and then rolled it on this paper. And this is like really thick paper. It's lovely. And then I did a purple and blue one. So so yeah, and I have taken pictures of these before I put them stamps on, so I could possibly reproduce this because I really like the outcome. So they're staying as they are. We also then did, where's my other sheets? There we are. On watercolour, we did some watercolour washing. That's so light, it's probably not coming out very well. But there's just a really light coating there of my watercolour paints. Had a metallic shim in them, so you'll see it better on the tags. So I did 2 of those, I think. Didn't do any more, did I? No, you didn't, Jez. And so then we used, and Steph gave us some of her doodles. So these are Steph doodles, and these are Shikuki art. I probably pronounced that wrong, but she's done a kit with doodles and things in, so we've used some of those. So this is Mazine. I don't like the way this was a doodle on tissue paper, and I thought it would like dissolve a bit when I put it on there, like napkins do, but it didn't. I mean, I learnt from this, so all the rest are fussy cut and much better. So after doing all my rollering, I then used stencils and added some different blobs, and then Steph suggested going over with some white acrylic paint to sort of highlight, and I sort of looked at her and I was like, it will look rubbish, but it didn't actually. I quite liked it. Just add a few little bits there. These are Steph's lovely doodles. Oh, and I used stencils there as well with white to go on it. So I'm quite happy with the way it turned out. Love Steph's doodles. That's Shikuki art. And then on the back, oh, did I close this? No, it's fine. So then I had this really big flower from Steph, and I said it needs a doodle of a leaf. So she said, you do it. And she had this lovely, it was a bit like this with a needle in the top. She had watered down black acrylic paint, and that's what, I'm not going to tip it up because it'll go all over the place. And that's what she used to do her doodles. So she said, have a practice. So I had a go. Well, all I can say is a 5-year-old would have done better. So I said, go on, do it, and then sign it. So she did. And so, yeah, loved that. And then I just did a little bit on the back there. And then, of course, it's a zine, so it's got pockets. And these were the other watercolour sheets that I did. And I got, this is Shikuki art there to top the tags off. And that was our zine. So you could put things on the back, but it was more about using the paint techniques. Yeah, so I really enjoyed that little masterclass. It was nice to be like, get messy and you know, free with different things. So yeah, enjoyed that. I also, there was the lovely Chris there, and she'd, oh, I need to put some glue on that. I'd never done a masterboard. So I said, because I said I'd probably end up doing a masterboard at some point. So yeah, we sat down together and I sort of showed her my way of doing a masterboard. I need to just tape that down. So, and Chris turned hers into tags. I just ran out of time. I am terrible at craft events. I just like to yap. So I sort of went round and chatted with everybody and had a look at what everybody else is creating, because I'm nosy, really. That's what it boils down to. And so I did spend a lot of time doing that. So I never did finish these, but I kept them quite neutral, and so they can be made into tags for any project. But I quite like having neutral ones ready to then just pick up and use when I want. But just I did 2 layers of Reader's Digest paper, that's to make my substrate, and then sort of add my bits to the top, kept them quite neutral. Then I went over with stamps, and then I added a few little bibs and bobs. You could probably work out where these came from. I think, oh, that's that bit there. It's like a jigsaw puzzle, look. That bit went there. Yeah, that bit goes there, but there's that in front of it. And so I think it might have been something like that ish, possibly. Anyway, so when I come to do it, I'll put something on the back, and I might even put straw paper on the back. That was my thoughts. And the other bit of crafting I did, I didn't get very far with it. At the previous retreat, Rach gave us these little journals. She said it took us hours to do. She will be doing it again. I don't blame her. But they were blank, so I started to decorate. So I just put this little doily over it. I just took my scrap bag with me, had this little frame, did a little bit. I had this tag, I think this was an Artie Mays collage tag. Then I added a little bit down there to it, inked it, and then on the inside, I didn't like that. If we go to the back, you can see that paper there, whereas I wanted to cover that, so I covered that with some music sheet, made a little cluster there, and a bit of ribbon across. That was as far as I got. The only other thing I did was I went over the backs of these white paper. I find Julie from Camellia Crafts will say she finds corners offensive. I find white back offensive, so I have to colour them down. I'd probably do a bit more on those, a bit stamping and whatever, but I don't like seeing stark white in my journals. So that was the making that I did, and we had a Destash table where people brought in things that they were destashing, really. So there was a few paper napkins, so I just picked up a few. I thought those butterflies would be useful, and although I've just done I took 2 of them, I obviously like them a lot, and then I thought I just picked up 1 of each. And although I've just done my autumn journal, I thought, oh, that'll do next year. Enough there to sort of isolate. There might be another napkin somewhere, which I can't find at the moment. There was this, and that was left there right at the end. So I thought, well, if nobody else wants it, I'll take that. And this was also there right at the end. So I went, oh, I'll take that. I'm not really into pink, but if I do nothing else, I can cover it with other things. But there are some pages in there that I did like, that I would use. So although that's pink, I do quite like that. So yeah, and they'd be good for prototypes. Some files, dividers. Oh yeah, I knew it. Oh, I did. I must have picked 2 of each actually, Jez. That is some braid that the lovely, I think it was Lucy, had, and I went, oh, that's just beautiful. So she let me have that. So that was nice. Oh, that was me glue mopping up wipe I took with me. These were some leftovers, one from making the sign, and this was our zine, not sign. This was, we all had this sort of newsprint, and this was what we used as our as our base. So it was like, take that, chop it up using collage. So I did. Oh, and this was on the table. So I've spoken about it many times that I want to do a royal journal, and although I've got absolutely amazing amounts of royal stuff, what I liked about this is chronological. From here, it's chronological of Queen Elizabeth. So I thought, oh, I can use this. Well, I mean, there are fabulous pictures in here, but I can kind of use this as a way of dating when everything took place, if there's missing dates in what I've already got, to help me plan the journal that I am planning to make. So yeah, I was very pleased with that. It goes right up to right up to date. That was her 80th, that was her 90th, and yeah, so yeah, that is, yeah, so that was her life, 1926 to 2022. So yeah, so I thought that would be really, really useful. Oh, we had a workshop on doing an altered book. I didn't get very far with mine, of me ripping out the pages. I liked the size of this. It was all very random what we got, and I have just done one, so I'll probably finish that off at some point, but I really like the size of it. So that was useful. What else did I get? Oh, this was on the, it's a bit like a charity shop haul. This was on the table. I sort of dove in there like after everybody else had had their pickings, and so took what was left over. Liked the cover, and it's got this lovely age tinge to it. So you've got a bit of glassine, and then this lovely paper, and a bit of glassine, and the lovely card. So yeah, quite a few pages for using, and a lovely cover. So I'll turn that to a journal in some way, shape or form. It's pulled tight. If I'm going to do a journal, it's going to open up a little bit more. So yeah, I'll have that. Brenda brought a load of Stampin' Up boxes. Stampin' Up don't make these size boxes anymore, and they're so useful for storage. And I particularly like these, and I didn't have many, so I was delighted. She brought in loads, so we all that wanted managed to get a few. I was delighted that one of these was on, because my ruler is looking a bit sad. So I use these as a rip ruler, but mine, all the corks come off. So it's nice that the cork's intact on that one. I mean, it doesn't really hinder the ripping, but it was like, need a new one. So I've got a new one, so I'm very, very happy to have a new one. So we got that. What else have I got? Oh, got a bit of batting. Bring all my scraps home. So I said, oh, that'd be lovely, because I could make one of those needle cases that Brenda gave me for a Christmas present for someone special, who's probably never going to watch my videos, but I'm not going to mention their name, just in case. And I got a load of these to help with my slow stitch journal. How gorgeous is that? Some of these will go on the spines of books, I think, but Brenda had a massive bag full, and this was cut downs from a tablecloth. They're the other ones there to go with. So she said, pick what you want, Jez, before I put it on the table. So saved me walking to the table. So yeah, they were just absolutely gorgeous, these things. So yeah, so I've got them, and then there was, and then I got a tablecloth. How lovely is that? So it's quite big. So yeah, very lucky, very lucky. I took a bag of scrap fabric. I didn't take much out of the scrap table, so I did feel a little bit guilty actually. Oh, and we all got one of these sewing kits. There was one in the room, and we were all sharing. So Christine asked if we could all have one. There was a couple of people who went, has anybody got any ordinary thread or cotton? And cotton, we always call it needle and cotton. And we didn't, so we got some from the hotel, so that was useful. And the little card would go lovely in the, so everything out my bag, yeah. In the, oh, and there's more. Yeah, that could go lovely in a journal. So yeah, got loads of these. Brenda did have a lot. Did I steal another tablecloth? What am I like? Sorry, ladies, if anybody's watching this going, we didn't see that, Jess. Well, you know, that's the perks of sharing a room with her. I just love it. Absolutely gorgeous. It's a bit of me thinking, I might iron this and just put it on my table. It's so nice. And then there was this fabric. Some things we just cut bits off, so we didn't take. This wasn't the whole bit of fabric. I did cut a bit of this off. I thought, oh, I could do, that'd be 2 journal covers. And I thought this would go really well with the, I've got the Tracy Fox adverts compendium. And this reminded me of some of the paper in that. So I thought, oh, that might do a nice cover for that. I think that was it. Fabulous time. Absolutely amazing time. Rach is going to do, oh, look, there's a couple of bits there, Jess. I thought that was lovely. I thought I might incorporate that in my slow stitch journal. And then there was this, as I thought was a little bit interesting. So yeah, so if you're thinking about it, then I'd thoroughly recommend it. I went last time. I had chatted to, me and Brenda moderate, moderators in a Facebook group together, so we chat online, but I've never actually met her in person, and I hadn't met anybody else in person. And so some people, like, you see them on, you know, YouTube videos, and but, you know, again, that's not quite the same as seeing someone in person. So I went to the first one in the summer, walking into a room of strangers, but I walked away from a room full of friends, and that's what it's like. And that was the same this weekend. I even travelled down with the lovely Donna, because she doesn't live that well. She lives an hour and 15 from me. So I drove to her, and then she drove all the way to Wales. So I didn't fancy driving to Wales on my own in the winter. And so it was nice. So, you know, again, I was going to travel in a car with a complete stranger, but we're crafters. We're not really strangers, are we? So yeah, I would thoroughly recommend the craft retreat. Loved it. Okay, so I hope you thought that was interesting. I'll probably I'll put some photos up at the end of different people and different things that we did, and yeah, so that was all I wanted to do. And thank everybody who watched my Rach and Bella collaboration video, and everybody that's liked it, and the comments and the new subscribers. I'm just overwhelmed by it all, and I'm slowly going through answering the comments. There's loads. I did put a big thank you on my community page to sort of say thank you to everybody publicly, because I don't think my hands and wrists would cope with typing like 500 answers. So I've gone through and I've hearted most of them so far, but still quite a lot of hearts to do. So yes, I am absolutely delighted. So welcome to all my newbies. Okay, I'll leave you there now. I've waffled on long enough, and we'll bring you some projects with all these things very soon. Bye for now.